It's 10:30. It's the 26th day of July 2022. It's 63 degrees and cloudy here at Site B. We even had a little rain. And with all the news coming forward regarding the disaster that is Radiant Citadel, of course the question on everybody's mind is, can I continue to defend Wizards of the Coast knowing what I know today about Radiant Citadel? And my answer is, I will, of course, continue to defend that Wizards of the Coast is going to continue to make the product the way they're making as long as they think that's what the fan base wants. Now, you know it's not what the fan base wants. I know it's not what the fan base wants. And probably secretly Wizards of the Coast knows it's not what the fan base wants. Radiant Citadel was simple. The blueprint was already there. But for some reason, they made all these ridiculous self-destructive choices. It almost feels like they wanted Radiant Citadel to fail. Why? Because money. As long as Wizards of the Coast continues to think that what they're doing will make them money, they're going to keep doing it. Until we can somehow change their perception of the 5th edition populace, nothing's going to change. So I will continue to defend that Wizards of the Coast is making the product that they're making because they think that's what we want. I will also continue to defend the fact that I think Wizards of the Coast choices are stupid. But if you peel through the multiple layers of self-destructive idiocy, you can see deep hidden that there is a kernel of a good idea. You know, as I keep saying, somewhere there's a timeline where the ideas make sense. And yet somehow between the point where those ideas were originally written down and the point that they reach publication, they are bombarded by cosmic rays of stupid. And then we see the final product. And we're like, why would you do that? This makes no sense. This is insulting. This is stupid. I don't get it. But somewhere, hidden in a vault, buried at the bottom of the ocean, guarded by radioactive sharks, is the initial idea. And that initial idea makes sense. The idea of Radiant Citadel is a cool idea. It makes sense. It's very easy to follow through with that idea. The blueprint is already there. And I will defend that it's a very simple idea that could have been really cool. But somewhere between that initial idea and what we have in our hands today, it passed through multiple layers of stupid. So anyways, will I continue to defend Wizards of the Coast? I will continue to defend the fact that Wizards of the Coast is self-destructive idiots who are making the product they're making because they think that's what the buying public wants. And as long as that, $8 billion, 53% market share is kept, they're not going to change. Now, caveat, most of that $8 billion they made was Magic the Gathering money, not Dungeons and Dragons money. Of that $8 billion, 5% was Dungeons & Dragons money. The rest is Magic the Gathering money. Why? Because Magic the Gathering is 100% pure profit. They literally have to invest nothing in Magic the Gathering at this point in time. D&D still costs money to make. So, yeah. So if you're going to argue with me, $8 billion, I was like, yeah, but only 5% of that was Dungeons & Dragons. The rest was Magic the Gathering and other shit. So, yes, I will still defend that Wizards of the Coast's ideas somewhere make sense. They're just somehow implemented in the most self-destructive, stupid way. And I will continue to defend that as long as Wizards of the Coast thinks that's what we want, there's not going to be any changes. We have to convince Wizards of the Coast to change. And in order to do that, we have to present them with a much of a threat that they can contemplate that they might lose that 53 to 55 market share that they currently have. Only then will the direction of Dungeons & Dragons change. At least that's what I think. But what do I know? I'm an idiot. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you think I should shut the fuck up, let me know. Like, share, and please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs. I will talk to you guys later. Stay warm, stay dry. Why is this bookshelf so tall? Must climb to top to get Call of Cthulhu. God, what was I thinking?